3 days ago, the Privy Council received sightings of a ziggurat on the island of Arbeth. All contact has since been lost. As a landless knight of the Black Order, you have been called upon to investigate. You are no stranger to espionage and black ops, but caution must be exercised, for few have faced the inhumane hordes of the Endlisian army, and fewer still have lived. Goodness, what a beginning. Right, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a game whose name I'm not sure how to pronounce, which isn't surprising. What is surprising, however, is I'm going to have a go at it today. Oh, that was all the music we're getting, is it? Oh, I think it's, I presume at least it's pronounced Penitent, which possibly is a word, but I have no idea what it means. But anyway, I love this game to pieces, because it comes with a manual. A really beautifully made, nicely crafted little manual, which explains the controls, and the story, and the baddies, and all sorts of other nice stuff. Which is a lovely bit of work the developer has added into this. Is someone there? Wait, that garb? You're with the KBO? Ugh, I thought they had abandoned us. But it makes no difference. You'll die like the rest of us. A word of advice? Down your own poison before they find you. You'll see that I'm right. You're not a very nice man. I've only just arrived here and instantly you're telling me to off myself. Goodness. You'd think I was on the internet. Right, never mind. Yes. I haven't actually read anything in the manual in terms of, like, I know there are some enemies and I know there are some items, but I don't really know what any of it's all about because I didn't read it, for I didn't want to spoil it. I wanted to save it for actually exploring within the game. But I've got a copy of it on my phone. If we need to refer back to it, if that symbol that Azrael graffitied onto the side of a church, good afternoon, sir, this may have been a mistake. It proves difficult. It won't budge. You'll have to find the key, which is going to prove difficult because there's a big monster here. Can I have a sword, please? Oh, or something. It's after me, Mr. Button on the bottom. Is this where I started? Yes, it is. Perhaps I shouldn't have gone the way in which I did. I like the music, though. Music's cute. Can I get anything off this fine fellow, please? Could I have a sword? The skin has been completely severed from the corpse, and the bone shows signs of disfigurement. That's lovely. Alright, I need to get past this thing without getting myself killed. It oozes a viscous substance. You'll have to cut through it with something. Like a sword. Why did they send me to fight an endless army without a weapon? Can I have a sword, please? A rusty key, rusty with age, probably dropped in haste, which explains why it's floating. For what good are locked doors now? I don't know. Has he left me alone? Is that where the music stops? All right. What have we here? We have a bonce. Your health is restored. Oh, that's nice. So, bonces restore health. Seems to be what we've learned. All right then. I can't tell what that is. It looks like a book of some sort, a spell book perhaps. I can learn a magical spell from that. Can I go over here? No, I can't. All right. Has he returned to his spot? Yes, he has. All right. See if I can get through here now. Huzzah! Why did it say what good were locked doors? This one seemed quite effective, if the key hadn't been left next door to it. This one seems less effective, but what do I know? All right. Can I get through this, or is this another barrier? A triangle of ciphers blocks your path. You'll have to find a counterspell. Okay, maybe that's what the book is all about. So I need to find me a pair of garden shears, it would seem, in order to get rid of this unpleasant goopy gate stuff. What have we here? A walloping stick? The executioner's sword, a blunted blade which has not seen combat, better suited to chopping wood than fighting. Press the sword button to equip. I don't know what button that is. Is it E? Yes, it is. Can I do walloping with this? Yes, I can. And I can bring it down so far that I probably kneecapped myself in the process, but that's alright. It's not the end of the world, it's just the end of my knees. And let's be honest, the world isn't defined by my knees. So let's not worry about anything. Can I get through here? Huzzah! Right then. I really don't want to have to fight you, mate, except I'm going to have to get past you, because you're going to be a pain in my neck otherwise. Right, grab the book. Collection of spells for communing with the dead. Many pages have been scrawled upon hastily with additions and amendments. Oh, idiot. Being bitten on the bum by a spider creature. That's better. You'll give up, mate. You've not given up, mate. Oh, goodness. I can't shut this door behind me, and he can go through it. Oh, fiddlesticks, I've gone the wrong way. Gideon. Can I use... presumably I can't use my spell, because it talked about equipping the sword, but it didn't talk about equipping the spell. Alright, he's gone away now. Can I get through this in any manner or another? Not by doing that. Let me have a quick look at the controls on here, see if there's anything about spells. Nope. Nope, it doesn't say anything about spells at all. And I didn't take a photograph of the page with the controls on it, because I am intelligent. Right then, never mind. Let's go over here. We didn't go up here. Let's see what we can find in this little hilltop cottage. This game could do with slightly more consistent sound design, in the sense that it needs some sort of sound going on all the time, I think. Just something to give it a little bit of atmosphere. Hello! Kindly go away, you meanie face. What do you have to say for yourself? You experience, suddenly and clearly, the breaking of this man's bones, bent backwards while lava is forced into his mouth. That's lovely. From study, you know this is how a drone is made, though clearly this man did not survive the process. Oh, so those creatures are made out of dead bodies which have had babies pushed into their face. I didn't actually mean to pick that up. I wanted to say that till later, but never mind, it doesn't matter. Goodness, is this their breeding colonies? Is this where they sleep and eat and mate? Goodness. Must be able to get some complicated positions going with that many legs. Right, what do we have here? A book. A grimoire of ward ciphers, a term for dispelling magic will allow passing through glyph barriers. That sounds exciting. Right, can I come over here without getting viciously assaulted by a maniac person? Not that it'll do me a lot of good, for this is locked. What? This door leads out of the forest. You can hear the chittering of strange creatures ahead. This will end the game. Make sure you've done all that you wish to do. Oh, goodness. That's interesting. I didn't expect the game to have an ending like that. Alright, let me see if I can scoot past this kid without getting chased. Yep, just about manage it. With the grimoire in your possession, your hand passes through the cipher with no resistance. Huzzah! Right then, we can continue on our little quest. I do love that I got sent into this with absolutely no equipment or gear or anything. It barely even sent me with any shoes. But alright, who would gear you got? Who needs a pair of shoes when you can almost walk off a cliff and get yourself killed in the process? I feel like there's going to be something important in that Tower of Doom, but I feel like I need to find a proper weapon before I stand a chance of getting through here. Peculiar spyglass, a well-used scope, a simple luck charm has been echoed into the side. Push the scope button. Was that Q? 'Twas Q, indeed. So I can do peeping. And, oh, that wasn't the thing I wished to peep at. I wish to peep at this. Cannot see anybody through the windows, which is a bit of a shame. Can I go over here? Yes, I can. This seems like a little bit of a security flaw, but I'm not going to complain. I'm going to walk in here and see if I can find anything that's of importance. Hello, friend. This man was an alchemist. Somehow, you know. When the hordes fell upon the town, he sought to protect himself with ciphers. He was trying to get to the vassal. He knew that the Endliasian rulers, I think I mispronounced that the first time, probably the second time as well, who control the insect hordes have a single vulnerability, that if their vessel should perish, they will once more be bound by mortal laws. Goodness, how exciting. So I need to find their vessel and bash it up a bit, do I? Alright. I reckon I can have a go at that. Is that what's going on in there, then? With that, with whatever that is up there. Alright, then. Let's have a see about where else we can go. What's with this big X on the floor? What's that about? Oh, looks a little bit suspicious. Right. Something interesting there. Can I just jump off? No, I can't. Right, I've got to find a proper way down, like a proper person, instead of a very improper person. Alright then, I think we're mostly finished over there. Let's see what we've got here. We have a little man in a little cage. And a beast. A cruel monster. Can I speak to the man through here? Giddy up. Aha, you can't get me in here! You big silly Billy! Hooray, you actually can't, that surprises me. Oh, here is the vassal. He shuffles in agony, for it bears the burden of its ever-living master's mortality. That's nice. Soz, mate, I didn't mean to do that. Can I bash you? Yes, I can. Well, at least he can die happy. I'd best get out of here. Alright, I didn't expect that to work. I thought it was going to say he needs a much stronger weapon to kill it. Oh, the other thing's still after me. Where am I going? I want to go, like, down there. So that I can access that place. How the hell did I get over there the first time? Oh, goodness sake. I don't know, and I don't remember. The only thing I know is that I've got this insect which wishes to bite my patoot off. I presume one can find a better sword for actually fighting these creatures, because I don't really want to attack them with this old bit of iron girder on the end of a fancy hilt. Alright, let's see what we can find up here. Let's run around once or twice, just for the fun of it. And also for the hope of getting away from that irritating person behind us. Well, we might be away from them, it's difficult to tell with their sound design. Alright. Has he gone? He would seem to have, yes. Alright, let's see what we've got on the next level, he says, immediately falling off the next level like some sort of twit. Brilliant. Alright then, there's another thing for healing myself up, but I'm way too competent to worry about any of that. Hello! The ever-living ancient seems oblivious to you. Its head twitches as it commands its insect hordes. Goodness, you're an ugly so-and-so, aren't you? Can I chop your head off? Yes. But oddly, I won't chop your hat off, at least not all of it. Are you dead now? I don't know, I can't interact with you any longer. Alright then. Are all of the insect monsters dead then? Oh goodness, I actually can go down this side, which I didn't expect. Is it dead? It don't really look dead to me. No, it's definitely not dead. And oh dear, now I've got myself into such a little pickle. Got myself into a bit of a pickle. I've got two of them on my tail. Idiot. Where to now, exactly? Am I finished, or is there more? I feel like I've killed the big bad guy that needed sorting out. Which presumably I couldn't do until I'd killed his vassal. But that's all been sorted out now, so, let me have a quick look at this manual, because it says something about there being a second enemy type. Oh no, the second enemy type is the ever-living ancient that we just killed with its weakness. Well, I reckon, with the exception of going down to some places that I don't know how you access, like down there, for example. With the exception of that, I reckon we're about done. So I guess there's only one thing to do, and that's to attempt to murder one of these beasts. This isn't really working very well. Well, it's alright. Are we finished? Have I missed anything? Have I forgotten anything? I don't think so, no. We've met the alchemist, we've met the ever-living ancient, who wasn't quite so ever-living, and we've met the vassal, and we've chopped the heads off of all of them. So, excellent. I can go and get a job for Henry VIII after this. Okie dokie then, let's go through here and see what happens. See if we die. I still hear the sounds of strange creatures. With the horse distracted by the death of an ever-living, you were able to escape from the forest. That's exciting, I like my cool hat. But below you see the scale of devastation. The sky is black with the buzzing of insects. The town is besieged. The Privy Council must hear of this. Thank you for playing. That was a very nice game indeed. I very much enjoyed that. I liked it more before it sent me to the, I mean, it doesn't have a main menu, in fairness, but I liked it more when it hadn't sent me back to the ye olde desktop. But never mind. Yes, I rather like this. I like the colours. I like all the designs of the bad guys and all of the little monsters and things. And I like all the sort of the dialogue and the writing of it. Sort of the wacky world that's behind it. I just wish that this sort of atmospheric light music went on all the time, rather than just being going at the beginning. Because I think that would really add something to the sort of the feel of the game if it had a bit more atmosphere as you went through it. But I like it, and it's got a moving skybox as well. I always approve of a moving skybox. So yeah, I rather like this. This is rather nice and little and cute. And maybe one day we'll get some more of this, or maybe we won't. You know what these things are like. So let's see what the death animation is like. Mwah. Mwah. Kitty. Oh, it actually does have 4 legs. It just also has 6 more additional mandibles. Lovely. Love creatures with mandibles, so I do. Come on, mate, while we're young. I still didn't send me with any weapons, but they sure as hell sent me with a lot of armour. Right, come on, finish me off. There we go. Oh, okay, so you just restart. That's fair enough. And the game is short enough that it's not the end of the world, and you can sort of rush through it when you know what you're doing. To sort of not make me cross about the fact that it's permadeath. But, yeah, I rather like this. I like these weird skulls. I feel like the writing up for the skull was a little bit more detailed than that. Does it say anything about it? A blood-red skull imbued with cipher to fully restore your health. Indeed. How exciting. Yeah. I like this. I like the detail. I like the effort that's gone into it. Just wish there were more of it, as is so often the case. But let's not be miserable about what we don't have. Let's be grateful for what we do. And what we've got is a nice little game. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a game called Sir Quest and the Temple of Apollo. Right, I have a small confession to make. I'm making this confession on the part of the game. The game wishes to confess that it is a pain in the neck to get it to run, and it's an even bigger pain in the neck to get it to record in anything other than a microscopic box in the corner. So, I appreciate the recording doesn't look perfect, but this is about the best that I can do, because the settings don't really have anything that I can work with, but never mind. Game seems to be from about 2015, so I'm going to blame it on that. I'm going to guess 2015 was a very bad year for things. Right then, when the game initially began, there was some sort of setup, preface stuff that basically said, you are a Sir person, and you have gone from Spain to someplace else to do a thing. Goodness only knows what it is. Let's hope the game actually runs. Okay, here we are. Yes, I've accidentally chopped the very bottom of the screen off, but there's not a hell of a lot I can do about that. Okay then, arrow keys for movement. Arrow keys, not WAS, Phil. I was reading that. Can I bring that back somehow? Tau? No. According to the parchment, the font was impossible to read, and the flying artifact to... Hello? I have to figure out how to kill you, don't I? With extreme difficulty, and I still didn't get time to finish reading that. Okay, we're going to have to figure this out on our own. Okay, so left mouse button is for bapping people, and right mouse button appears to be for jumping away from people. The temple is protected by automaton warriors forged in bronze by Diabolus. Kitty, aunt. There wasn't a lot. Oh, kitty, aunt. This mouse sensitivity is a bit high. There wasn't a lot of time to read the guff at the beginning of the game, and it's not giving me a lot of time to read it now. What's this? This is some sort of thing. Can I pick this up? Oh, I can jump with space as well. I can sort of leap forward and do battle, it would seem. Right, I was going to say under my face that you can't see, but you can actually see it because the game... For some reason, for you, it's being recorded in like... It's not quite a 1:1 ratio, it's not quite a 4:3 ratio. It's some sort of more square... thing, but it's displaying it for me in 16:9, which is all a bit weird, but never mind. How do I pick these things up? Space? No. Enter? No. E? No. I have no idea. Let's wander off around to some other location and see what else we can find. Oh, suddenly the frame rate's picked up massively. That's nice. Can I smash this bit of pottery? Greek something decorated with the image of Icarus. Kitty yarn. When it was decorated with reading stuff. Mouse button? Middle mouse button? Is that what you're saying? Can I... What? What's happening to me? I appear to be being stabbed by something. Oh, I can do this. To perhaps guard myself from my own stupidity, hopefully. That would be nice. Okay, right then, kitty yards. The reason I wanted to play this game is it looked really promising and interesting, and it's sort of medieval, and I love medieval games. I love these sorts of things. So I really wanted to play it, which was the only thing that fueled me through trying to actually get it running, because it was a massive pain in the neck. And then I fell off a cliff and died. Because of course. Right then. Can we go to the info page, because that had something vaguely useful on it. Okay, so you move with the arrows, you move about with wares, you hit with that, you jump with this. Oh, you guard with that, and you jump with that. Okay, so this is my liquid bottle, this is my life, which... let's not even go there. Destiny... The Destiny watch, if is empty, you will die. Right, so I have to not run out of time. Coins for upgrades, and the object we carry. How very interesting. Find and open the hydraulic door of Archimedes that keeps the winged artifact of Daedalus. Right, okay. I'm going to accept this information, even though I don't understand it, and we're going to have another go at this. Let's see if we can get opportunities to read things this time. Middle mouse button is take and use. Yeah, so how do I pick the things up? Yeah, it's like it's saying I can use the mouse wheel to sort of pick up items, perhaps. Oh, there is some water here, which seems to kill the frame rate. Okay, so maybe I can like use the bottles in order to like make a potion or solve a puzzle or something. That all sounds very exciting. I think I picked something up. I don't quite know what I picked up, but I had a go at picking it up, and I feel most proud of myself. Right, let's bash up some more of these ancient Spartan warriors, or whoever it is that they are. It strikes me I should probably guard occasionally. I have picked up a thing. I have picked up another thing. Excellent, I am learning. Okay. This man has a question mark on his shield, and this mouse sensitivity is still too high. But other than that, everything's absolutely fine. Bash some more people around. Makes me feel a bit better about life. Nice cathartic release of anger. Right, I need to figure out how to heal myself somehow, because I'm taking quite a lot of damage. Mostly because I'm not really defending myself from anything. What's this? It is a piece of stone. Goodness knows what it is. Apollo, son of Zeus, god warrior of the diseases, healing and the arts. God of miracles, wasn't granted the time to read though, was it? Giddyard. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know how difficult it is to sort of get the timing on things right. Like I experience that when I'm writing the black screens for outtakes. You know, when you read something 1,000 times over it, you end up reading it very quickly, so it becomes difficult to sort of leave it there long enough for somebody else to read it. But still, I do think that the person might have given us a little bit longer. But never mind. Let me pick up some more stuff here. Okay, Giddy Aunt. Let me run away. Oh, Giddy Aunt, jump straight into the arms of a maniac with a big sword. Okay, can I climb up this somehow, or jump up it? No, if I go near it, I just fall to the floor like a big stone. That's nice. Okay, then. Let's wander about a bit, and the frame rate can be massively inconsistent, and my character's movement speed seems to be linked to the frame rate, which is all a bit weird. Can I have this thing? Seemingly not, no. Can I? Oh, there is a switch. There is a switch here. I should probably do some murdering first, however, before I switch about. Let me quickly run away a little bit. Should I? Oh, I was going to say, should I guard in order to see if I can get that working? Oh, there we go. Good. Right, let's do a bit more bashing. Murder a few more monsters. Although I suppose they're not really monsters, are they? They're more machines. It's like, oh, that looks exciting. What's that? It's a zappy thing. I found the zappy thing. Are you proud of me? I do hope so. I do hope you are very proud of me. Right, goodness knows what that did. I pulled some switches, and hopefully now everything, all of this machinery works effectively. Goodness, it's like exploring a Duomo ruin in Skyrim. Right, can I have this extra time, please, if the everything would stop moving around in quite such a confusing manner. So I can have bonus time for the doing of more stuff. It looks like there's something on the other side there, but I can't access that. Perhaps I need to sort of erect a bridge of some form. Can I do something here? Can I severely regret that I've backed myself into a horrific corner and then chop someone's head off? Goodness. I know medieval times are vicious and all, but still. Okay, can I do anything here with this? No, seemingly not. Right. Let me just behead this combination of a Viking, a Mongol, and an Anubis, and we'll see what else we can find around here. Because this does seem sort of interesting and promising. It's I mean, it's obviously a little rough around the edges, but should see if we can guard. I have guarded. And I'm just making myself too short for them to hit me. Ha ha! I have befuddled you. Oh no, they've learned they can strike downwards. Ah, they have been clever. They have used their robot brains. And I have gotten stuck on something. I really don't know what all these items are for, you know. That's the bit that's eluding me at the moment, is figuring out the purpose of these items. And didn't it say those coins were for doing upgrades? Where do I do those? Those sound quite sort of cool and exciting, but I don't know how to do that. Is it maybe talking about like the images, like the depictions of the gods that we've got in front of us? Can I smash this place? Yes, I can smash it. Goodness, I did smashing. I didn't do smashingly, but I did do some smashing. Ah, dear. Right then, this is all very interesting and bizarre and strange. Giddy on so much violence. I suppose that is sort of accurate of the Middle Ages. They were full of violence. Right, let me have this. Thank you. So there is like a door there, and it looks like it needs a key. Perhaps I can find a key somewhere and then use that for something. It is so strange having to think about needing like to get bonus time. It is really, really strange. Really, really bizarre. It's been so very long since I played a game that had a time limit. Right, maybe these switches aren't in... Maybe like some of them need to be up and some of them need to be down. Like some sort of combination in order to achieve something, perhaps. I think it said something about randomly generated puzzles on the itch.io page. I wasn't paying a massive amount of attention to it because I was having some slight difficulties even getting the game running. What? You want to take a leap of faith, do you? Okay. I have taken a... Oh, goodness. Oh, so I get one spare life from falling off a cliff, and then, and only then, do I die. Right. Giddy on. I was actually worrying that this game might be like hours long, and I wouldn't have time to to actually play it fully. But it seems that fear did not materialize. Let's see if anything seems different around here. Giddy on, I'm being stabbed up the bum again. This is not great. Yeah, it's like I need to get a bottle and fill it from the red thing and then sort of take it someplace else. I take this with me. Perhaps I can take this bottle with me and then travel off here to the oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Do a bit of murder. Do a bit more murder. And then forget the button and then jump up and down just to make myself look like that much more of a twit. No, I want the time, please. Yes, please, but this isn't the right fountain. Would you pick the thing up? Thank you. It would also make sense that this fountain is of importance, given that that little message kept appearing when I came over. But it's not there anymore, so it seems to have moved a little bit. which is interesting. Yeah, it's not here. So perhaps by randomly generated, they mean like the environment is slightly different each time. So I need to find like the big red one. I also need to start bumping into all of these invisible barriers. But never mind. Where's this big red one? Here we are. Okay, now I've got a bottle of red stuff. That's good. Let me quickly murder somebody. He's it seems like it seems like I may have made a rather tactical error being here, but never mind. It seems like you really do need to learn to balance the sort of the guarding, the blocking, and the assaulting, as it were. You need to learn how to do that quite effectively, because let's run away, jump away more specifically. There's too many of them. Yeah, you need to actually sort of use your brain a little bit. Can I use this sort of red stuff here, please? No. Okay, that didn't work. It just meant I lost lots of health. Oh, good. Giddy I'm beginning to worry a little bit. I'm wondering whether that's maybe like a power-up of some kind, because that's got like a picture of a sword on it, and I seem to do a lot more damage when I have that. So I wonder if perhaps that's some sort of power-up. Because I was killing everyone with one hit when I had that. There we go. See what this reminds me... Excuse me, I do apologise. I have this most horrific thing stuck in my throat. And it's excuse me. And it's driving me mad. See what this sort of little bit of... This sort of sword and shield combat actually reminds me of a bit. Is an old Pirates of the Caribbean game. I can't remember what it was made by. I think Bethesda were involved in it somehow. But I don't know whether they developed it or whether they were just publishing it. Yeah, it was an old Pirates of the Caribbean game that you it was like an RPG, and you had a man, and he had like a sword, and you could have like sort of sword combat with it, and you could sort of fence, as it were. You could sort of block and sort of fight and do violence and things like that. And I seem to be dying very, very quickly because I can't figure out where this red juice is meant to go. Well, it doesn't go here, I can tell you that for nothing. It must go somewhere, I just have no idea where. Alright, shall we have another go at the leap of faith thing that came up? Because we got quite close to getting over last time. Boing! No, not quite good enough. And then it just throws you over again. Good. Giddy up. I do like this. This sort of seems interesting and promising. I just feel like A, it needs a bit more explanation, and B, it's just very, very confusing. It's just very confusing. What's this? Is this sort of a place I can go, or something I can do? I don't know. Some sort of spooky noise happens when I stand over here, and the frame rate dies. Yeah, look, it's like fill the bottle and then empty the bottle by this sort of statue of somebody holding something, perhaps? By those sort of big coloured tubes, but I haven't seen anything like that. So I'm a bit confused. And every time I sort of go up to one of these, sort of bare-headed fountains, it seems like there's big spikes there that want to hurt me, and I don't like that. I'm just there to get a drink of water, I'm not there to get murdered. But never mind, here we are. Perhaps this will make me stronger against attacks. It certainly isn't making my attacks any stronger, given I can't hit anybody. That's better. Give me this bonus time, please. Give me this bonus time, please. Thank you. Giddy yards. Yes. I am struggling quite severely. What's this? It's like a piece of like stonemason or something. Like a bit of marble. Maybe I need to like pick it up and put it somewhere. Take it with me and place it in a place. I don't know. I do not know. Oh. Possibly. I'm beginning to understand. So it seems like there was running water when I crouched down to sort of turn it on. See, it's not doing anything. Now there's the sound of running water. I apologise if you can't hear that. Audio balancing is the least of my worries at the moment, trying to get this game running. Yeah, maybe if I can sort of get all the fountains to be running, maybe that will achieve something. I'm grasping at straws, but I'm hopeful. Yes, perhaps the spikes there meant to sort of drive you away, to say, look, no, look, you're done with this area. You don't need to be here anymore. Buzz off. Oh, I put a thing in a place. I did it. I'm proud of myself, I think. I'm not entirely sure what I'm proud of, but I did a thing, perhaps, possibly. Goodness only knows. Yeah, and here's a now spooky red one. I can use that to fill my bottle. Good. Good. That one's running now as well. That's nice. This isn't prepared for my doing of things, but never mind. Here's another piece. Do I need to like take these individual pieces and put them into certain places, perhaps? Like there's an individual piece for each fountain, perhaps, and I just need to find like the right piece for the right fountains, and then I can go through the door. And maybe the spikes are popping up to tell me that I've got the wrong piece? I do not know. I am most confused. Or maybe they all go over there. Alright. I seem to have got myself a bit stuck, but other than that, everything is going absolutely swimmingly. Are there any more bits on the floor that I could take with me? Is that a bit? I don't believe so, no. It seems to be a bit too big. It is too big, despite the fact that I am a big, strong knight. I can't take it with me. And I've died of old age. Right then. That's that. Dear. I like it. I do. I don't think the time limit is, necessary, but I don't think time limits have ever been necessary since we stepped away from an arcade. So as soon as you're not paying a quarter every time you die, I don't think that time limits are really necessary in any game. But it's promising, you know, the designs are interesting, the music is very nice, and it's all sort of cute and interesting. Obviously the text needs to stay there longer, and if it could be a bit more optimised in terms of the frame rate being a little bit more constant, that would be nice. And if your character's movement couldn't be linked to the frame rate, such that when that frame rate gets high you start moving faster, that would also be lovely. But yeah, I like it. I mean, it's medieval, it's got knights and swords and stuff in it, so of course I'm going to love it. But yeah, I enjoyed that. I hope you did as well. Oh dear, scared the living life out of myself. Sorry, there's a small bug on my keyboard. I do apologize. When I say bug, I don't mean a technical one. There we are. That's better. Sorry about that. Slight heart attack had to happen there for no particularly good reason, but never mind. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I sincerely apologize for everything. Look after each other, and good night.